Earlier, we hit the bike trails and worked up an appetite at Seguin Mountain Bike Park. Now, we're headed up the road to SCHULZE'S Pit Room for some amazing Texas barbecue.
My whole life, my dad has come home and our house just smelled of barbecue. I think it was just ingrained in him.
The SCHULZ family has barbecue in their blood. With SCHULZ'S Pit Room, they are looking to help establish Seguin as a go-to destination for Texas barbecue.
Joining us now is the owner out here at the restaurant, Kayla Gray. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
And now this is a family tradition. Having restaurants is a big part of what y'all do.
Yeah.
And having this barbecue out here, you've had something like this at another city here in Texas for quite some time. But talk to me about what restaurants mean to you and your family and why this barbecue restaurant was open here in Seguin.
So it really started with my grandpa. He started in 1964. With his first restaurant. So my dad was really young. He's got him into the business. And then I went off to college and I decided this was my path as well. The inspiration behind this restaurant really stems from my dad and myself. We kind of wanted to change with the times and do something special, and we really loved this area and wanted to move up here, and it's been great.
Now, barbecue, what does that mean to you and your family? I know you wanted to put that spin on it, but this is something that you grew up with.
No, I have so many memories of it. My whole life, my dad has come home and our house just smelled of barbecue. I think it was just ingrained in him. Before they opened their other restaurant in Rosenberg, my grandpa had asked my aunt and my dad, well, what do you want it to be? And they kind of thought about it and they were like, barbecue. And so they actually learned under a different man. He was about an hour away and he had just a little small hole-in-the-wall restaurant, but with really good food, and he kind of took them under his wing and taught them how to do everything. And my dad learned how to make barbecue sauce from him, and he learned everything on the pit. So it's just been a long tradition in our family.
Now you have a pit master out here, Robert. He is putting together all this amazing food right here. Plus you got the side items, dessert, we got fresh cocktails right here, ice cold beer. Let's talk about these trays right here, because this is why you're going to get in your car and you're going to drive out here right now. So let's talk about the brisket. I mean, that's the king of barbecue in Texas. What are you guys doing out here that's really separating you from other barbecue restaurants?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I think it's just the quality of the meat. We're using prime brisket here.
And it's also the blend of the wood that you're using, right? Because I was talking to Robert, y'all using some, it's not just straightforward one kind of wood, it's a little bit of a blend.
No, so we use post oak, and then they blend it with some pecan sometimes.
We all know the brisket test, right? You hold it up, it's holding up on its own weight, and you pull it apart. Look at that. That thing just came right apart. And you can see, when you're talking about that prime, look at all that beautiful intermuscular fat that's running through there. That's flavor right there.
Marbling, yeah.
All that marbling. And this peels right apart. You got a beautiful bark on the outside as well. I did talk to Robert. He was telling me it's salt, pepper, garlic, and a little something extra on there.
Yeah.
So there is a secret to it. But here we go. I'm going to rip off a piece. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
That's the brisket. Oh my God.
So good.
That meat is just shining through, and it's nice and fatty. It's packed full of flavor. You'll also have the lean right here as well, and check that out. Beautiful fat running on the top as well. Then you got your lean side, and once again, look, I'm barely even tugging on it, and it's just falling apart. I mean, your grandpa knew what was going on, man. He set you all up for something special out here. You got your spare rib right there, and you got this beautiful color on the inside. Once again, a beautiful bark on there. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the bite. Oh, wow.
My favorite.
It's so wild how the proteins take on the smoke in different ways. This one, you can really tell, it really accents the pork, makes it a little sweet. If you love pork, you're gonna love these ribs. Talk to me about what's going on with this one. This is actually chicken, right?
So it's a Southwest chicken breast. So it's got some Southwest seasonings on it. But I think one of the main reasons we did it, it's just kind of a spin off of the turkey for people who still want chicken but maybe don't want the barbecue chicken with the bone in. It's also great for salads. We have salads here. You can put it on a baked potato.
If you leave me here, I'm gonna eat all this barbecue right here. Here, cheers.
Cheers.
You throw that into a salad, you put that on a sandwich, it's just gonna rock. Now, talk to me about the sausages though. You actually have some news coming up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be making them in-house.
Yes, I've gone with my pit master. We've taken a class and we are ready to start rolling out our own sausage later this year. We're ready to go. And I feel like it's just another way to add that creativity in, bring something different, new flavors, specials, So we're really excited about it.
These proteins right here on the board, these are like your standard fixins. This is what you're gonna
Correct.
come out here for. You're gonna find these every day you're open. These are gonna be the hits. Now you have a board right here, some specialty items.
Yes.
These are like seasonal, right? So they're kind of like limited time offers.
Absolutely.
Maybe if they stick, you'll keep them on the menu, right?
Right.
Talk to me about each one.
We have our traditional ribs that we serve, but he's kind of put a spin on them. Robert's taken, it's a mango chamoy sauce, and he has topped the ribs with that, and it's just phenomenal. The past couple of weeks, we've started rolling out pork steaks, and we've had great success with it, so it's a Friday special.
Talk to me about this sandwich right here.
So that's the pulled pork. It's a Carolina-style sauce on top, and he's got some coleslaw on the bottom.
Here we go. That's the bite. You have that creaminess that coming out of that coleslaw right there. It blends so well with the pork. You get that smokiness and that tender flavor. And you got this little sauce on the side as well. And that's gonna fill you up. You have just like a baked potato salad right there in the front.
Possibly the #1 seller here,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. I can't go somewhere, look at mac and cheese and not try it. So I'm gonna dig in here.
All right, go for it.
This looks out of control. Look at this. I mean, the mac and cheese. I tell you what, y'all, you're gonna want to come out here for the brisket, but you're gonna stay for that mac and cheese. That is incredible.
So we have a special lady in-house, Miss Janice, that makes our desserts. I guess our best seller is definitely the banana pudding. One, because it's so good. Two, because I feel like banana pudding is just a staple of Texas barbecue now. We have an apple cobbler in the middle.
Ooh.
And we have a peach crumble on the far side.
You got the desserts, you got the sides out here. I would dive into each one of these as well. The proteins are just knocking it out of the park.
Thank
Plus,
you.
at this gorgeous building out here that is completely renovated from what it was originally to what it is today.
Yeah.
You have a bar in the back, and it's
Full
a
bar.
full bar. So you have cocktails right here. Ice cold draft beer, ice cold beer are available as well. But now we're gonna go into the back with your pit master.
Yes.
And we're gonna be making something from start to finish. What are we doing back there?
Brisket.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make a brisket from start to finish. And no, we're not gonna be here for hours. I'm sure he's got something ready for us back there.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a couple of while, but I am gonna take this with me. I gotta take a bite. There we go. Joining us now is Robert Celestino II, and you were the pit master and slicer out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us out here in your space outside. Man, you got the wood behind us, you got the smoker right there, and you got some beautiful briskets right here.
So we've taken these briskets off that have temped where we wanted them, and now we're gonna wrap them. We wanna put them in this butcher paper so we can preserve that bark. So our next step is to take them off, give them a little treatment, wrap them, get them back on the pit, and finish them off.
Now, we were talking inside with Kayla. Now, we were talking about these briskets, prime briskets, right?
Yes, sir.
So look at the bark on the outside. It's already nice and crispy. It's set.
It's set.
But you're gonna finish it now because you get that internal temperature up because you want that intermuscular fat, all those tendons, everything to break down. So you gotta get that temp up on the inside.
We want tender brisket.
That's right. So we're gonna put some beef tallow on there. What do you got?
So this is actually our garlic confit that we pop on here. So we're gonna hit it with a little bit of garlic confit. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy
just give
with
it
it.
a good little squirt, hit all that area.
What oil are you using for the base on this confit?
So we use just a regular generic olive oil.
Okay.
And fresh garlic cloves, and then we kind of mush up a little bit, get inside there, and bake it up. And then we hit it with a little bit of apple cider water vinegar mix as well. Just a quick little spritz around it.
This brisket's getting treated right over here.
They don't mess around here at Schulze's Pit Room. They smoke up to 40 briskets a day during the week and up to 60 on the weekend.
Another one ready for the pit.
Look at that. All right, so these are all ready to go inside the pit. Are we gonna load up the pit right now too?
We're gonna load it up, but we're not using this pit. We're going over to our rotisserie smoker.
I'm getting put to work today, and I'm happy about it because I got to work off all that food I just ate. Woo. All right, now we're inside the other pit room that you have here on property, and these are the rotisserie pits, and we're gonna load these bad boys up in there. What's the first thing we do?
We're gonna cycle up to our next spot here, and we're gonna put our point towards that firebox with our flat facing towards us. We're gonna go 5 deep here.
All right, so the point is the fat part. That's where all that juiciness is. We're gonna put that way towards the fire.
You wanna push that button for me right there?
Oh, I get to push the button? Come on!
Hold on to it. And we're back to cooking.
And now it's back on.
Back on.
Hey, I did something important today. I helped put the briskets in the rotisserie pit thank you so much for showing us what you got going on. Schulze's Pit Room, you guys got to come check them out here in Seguin. This is a brand new location out here. I mean, Robert, you're just killing it. And you guys, everybody out here, the family, it's decades and decades of restaurant experience. You're talking the side items, the desserts got love in them, the proteins got love in them. I'm gonna go eat more of them and grab a beer. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah.